Okay. Hopefully, I am live and y'all can hear me because I'm having to do this from my phone right now. And I'm sitting in a parking lot because, it's more fun that way, I guess. Okay, let me see. Oh, hey, Grace. So, we had an interesting night last night. I was actually over in Foxy's live stream. She was having her members only live stream last night, and she was talking about rain, and I was like, man, you can have all of our rain because we've just been getting hammered by it. And it wasn't 20 minutes later when a storm hit us. And all of a sudden, just before it happened, Mr. Mousy comes out and says, hey, we just got storm warnings. And I'm like, okay, what kind of storm warnings? And he goes, it's just a thunderstorm. So I wasn't that worried, right? I'm kind of just chilling, doing my thing, watching my live stream. You know, everything's good. Then we hear boom, and the lights flickered. And I was like, no, 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 no. And we hear another boom and another. And it got real. And then everything started hitting the roof. Man, it was pretty bad. One of my neighbors did lose their house yesterday. Oh. And of course, someone tries to call me mid live stream. I don't know who that was, but I'm gonna have to call them back. But yeah, so hey Jeff, how's it going? Uh, yeah, it was pretty wild last night, but all of a sudden, Foxy was about to finish her stream. It was right at 9 o'clock, and the power went. And I was like, okay, we heard an explosion. We thought it was probably just a transformer. It wasn't. It was not just a transformer. Oh, hang on one second, y'all. All right. Sorry about that. We had to we had to come into town because our internet is still out. But like I was saying, so we figured it was just a transformer last night. It wasn't. The tree that fell and hit my neighbor's house also fell and took out poles and lines, and our whole little community was not only without power at that point, we were also trapped inside of it. We couldn't leave until they got the tree moved, which didn't happen until 5 a.m. this morning. So, needless to say, I did not do any of my water changes until about 2 hours ago. I had to do water changes on all of the tanks because they were sitting for over 12 hours with no aeration, no filtration. I don't think I lost anyone. I'll know in a couple of days if it affected them. But so far, all of the fishies and snails are doing good right now. Our internet is still being real wonky. It's going up, it's going down because they're trying to repair all the damage. I mean, like I've seen damage like this with tornadoes, not with a thunderstorm before. So, oh, no, I didn't. Mother Nature did, Darth. Mother Nature did. Um, but yeah, so what I was going to show today is obviously I'm not ready to show it because you know it was yeah. No, no, it's seriously, Darth. Last night we just sat from like 9 p.m. until I think they got the power on it. I think it was around 1, but then they blew up a transformer fixing um they they were when they got the pole up something, and then something else blew up and the power went back out. So it was like on for like 5 minutes. We're all happy. We're like, yes, AC. And then all of a sudden, bam, power's out again. Like, and we're like, no, no. And the other thing is because of where I live, we're on a well system. If we have no power, we have no water. So if I could have at least, like, if the part that the well house was on hadn't lost power, we could have at least changed the fish's water like halfway through. It would have been fine, but we couldn't even do that. And I was very ill prepared for that kind of like long-term outage. My tanks are all planted, so I figured that helped a lot. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. Yeah, I also had to I might need to get a generator, at least like one of those uh jackeries, to where like I can plug air pumps into it for the tanks. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for that, because it's getting more and more common. It's happening more and more often. Yeah, I might need to do that. Like last week, I might needed to do that. Like 2 weeks ago, like 3 months ago, even, something like that. No one was hurt though. That's the big thing. I don't know if I don't stream from my phone very often. So I'm going to try to share the picture of one of my neighbor's house, but I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can on here. We do have, okay, now that's not always true. That is not always true, Darth, because sometimes when we were in the city and we had city water, our water stayed on. Power could be out, but the water was on. But on a well, if we don't have power to the well house, to the pump, we don't have water. And if it was my own personal well house, then I would have a generator on that, because that would be my responsibility. But it's for a whole community, like it's a trailer park's water. I mean, come on. Hey, Ninja Cat Ninja. Yes, the people who had the tree land on their house, they are okay. No one was hurt. Everyone was fine. They lost their house, obviously. Their house is not going to be fixable. Tree hits a mobile home, it's pretty much. Yeah, I did, nerd. I started off early for a change. We had to. I'm doing my live stream sitting in the car in a parking lot. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Um, Now, Darth, what you're saying there, that actually is a good idea. But what we're gonna do is all of the homeowners, because we are the ones that are pretty much there, like we're gonna be there for years. Okay, like renters come and go. We bought a house in this community. We plan on staying there for years, right? That's the goal. Something has to change with our well house pump. Like it needs to be fixed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go talk to the management and say, hey, look, it's been too many years. Please put a generator on that, on the well. I mean, if we have to, we even thought if we had to chip in and cover the cost, it would be worth it. Because in the winter, if it gets cold, and the pump goes down, then everything freezes. So it's just, it is what it is. All right. Well, everyone, I know this is going to be a very, very short stream, but um, we're about to try to head back to the house and see if the internet is working finally. Yeah, definitely cheaper than a lawyer, Garth. Definitely cheaper than a lawyer. But I just wanted to come on and let everyone know that, everything was okay. The storm obviously rolled through. We did get some storms after the fact, but everyone's okay. No one was injured. Yeah, there was damages. But everyone's okay, and that's the important thing. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Darth. Like go 50-50. So, but yeah, we're about to start moving here, and I don't know if my phone is going to hold up with that. So I'm going to go ahead and log off of here, and if I can, um, if I can go live a little later, I may do that, or tomorrow, or in a couple of days. But I will definitely be live again soon. And I'm sorry it's not a longer stream, but circumstances being what they are, it was just, I couldn't guarantee that I'd even be able to stay up at home on the internet, so I didn't want to risk it. But I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.